And welcome back to the Daily News. Heather Rath has joined us with Heather Rath Consulting.
Hi, everybody.
Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
We've got a lot to talk about. Let's begin with this public-private partnership for housing.
Absolutely.
Northpointe.
This is an exciting project. It's up by the post office. I think it's around 13 acres or so. And this is one of the town council's strategic initiatives is housing. And so what the town council did is they went ahead and they authorized an RFQ. And they received a lot of applicants for the RFQ. And from there, they whittled it down to about 7 applicants, some from out of town, some local developers that have done some developments here on the island and know the island intimately. And they went ahead and released an RFP that's due back in early October. So what does this mean for the community? Well, it's, 13 acres, anywhere from maybe 100 to 120 or 130 units that are meant for our teachers and our nurses and our HVAC techs and folks like that, really benefit our local economy and also the people that live here. So this is something to watch. It's a really great model that's been used in other areas, and it's teaming up with a developer to help us advance housing here on the island.
And it's really in a great location. It's right by the rec center and the schools.
And it ties into the school campus, right? Because we're not just talking about people moving here to work for us, right? We want people to move here with their families, their spouses, their children, and become immersed in our island. I think about when I moved here when I was 22 years old and I was living down on North Forest Beach, and then I met my husband, and we've had 3 kids, and we're here in the community, and those are the types of things that we really want to foster through, like I said, teachers, nurses, dental techs, pharmacy assistants. That's a huge thing, getting your prescriptions filled. So this is really exciting and something to watch, and we'll talk about it more next month.
Right. All right. Now, Heather, the town council.
Yes.
There are going to be some pretty big changes.
Big changes on our Hilton Head Island Town Council.
Who all is leaving?
Yeah, so let's talk about who's leaving. So our mayor, John McCann, served 1 term, and so he is exiting, along with Tom Lennox. He represents Sea Pines and Point Comfort area, and then Bill Harkins, who is in Hilton Head Plantation, and then kind of out Gumtree, Chinaberry, Squires Gate, and that whole area. And then Tamara Becker, who lives in Bradley Beach, her term is up, and so she's running again for her seat against Kim Likens, and Kim is a great community advocate, so we'll see how that race turns out.
Right, election coming up on November 8th.
Yeah,
so they're around the corner. Right,
but we have to talk about early voting, right? Because early voting opens on October 24th. It's taking place at the Beaufort County Government Center, right next to Port Royal Plantation on Hilton Head. That strip of buildings there, and you can start doing early voting there. I think it's from 8:30 to 5. Perfect. There's a lot of reasons that you can early vote, whether it's you're going out of town or whatever it is. So I really encourage early voting. Again, we're going to see a big change on our council. We have the mayor's race where we have 4 candidates. Again, we have, community advocate Likens versus Becker. We have Patsy Bryson, who's also a community advocate, versus Stephen Arnold. And Stephen is the general manager of the Palmetto Dunes General Store. And then, of course, down in Sea Pines, we have Steve Alfred, who is a community advocate. He's a member of Bike Walk versus a gentleman named Chuck Dowd. So again, we're excited about all these races.
Great update, and there'll be forums, won't there? So you want to share about
this
that?
Is great. Thank you for bringing this up. So there's a couple of forums that everybody in the audience should definitely tune into. You can actually see it on the town Facebook page and the Beaufort County channel. So one of them that's really important and near and dear to my heart is the League of Women Voters. They will be having their mayor forum on October 5th at Town Hall, or you can watch it on live stream. And then they'll be having the wards, so Ward 2, Ward 4, and Ward 5 on October 12th at Town Council chambers, and again, you can stream that. The Island Rec Center, again, near and dear to my heart. My kids are all in the Rec Center programs. They're doing an open forum in their gym on the 28th, so coming up just next week.
And I think at Indigo Run, there's going to be a mayoral debate.
There is. Yes. Yeah, that's just for Indigo Run residents. Yes. They have the mayors next Thursday, the 29th, and then they have the candidates on the 13th. And then last but not least, the home group, which is associated with Habitat for Humanity, and all the churches have come together for housing on the island. They are hosting their own group on October 4th at Christ Lutheran Church.
Very good.
There's plenty of time for you to get out there and understand the community needs and what candidates
Very
are.
good. Heather Rath,
Yes.
always a great update. Thanks for being with us on the Daily News, and thank you all for watching this edition of the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, and we'll see you next time, everyone.